Hey everybody, Glenn Younes again for my reoccurring video blog here on PressBoxOnline.com. It is Ravens and Seahawks this weekend at M&T Bank Stadium, the 4-8 Ravens with 4 games to go. We'll talk about Seattle briefly, but the larger scope of things. We've already talked about player development. We've already talked about the idea of strategic tanking. So the youth movement piece and how to watch as a fan. Listen, stop watching for wins and losses. Start watching for player development and the future of this team. We've gone down that road a couple times in a couple different ways. So let's talk about Seattle and then the rest of the schedule at Kansas City, Pittsburgh, and at Cincinnati, right? 4-8, you lose all 4 games. You go 4-12, and you're looking at a top 5 type pick, which doesn't sound all that awful if you're me, Glenn Younes, because you understand what that top 5 pick can do in the first 3 rounds as well. There is thought, though, that fans want to see winning. And again, we've talked about that many ways, so we'll shelf that. Today's topic, I think we want to talk about the idea of what do you as an organization and what do you as a fan base get out of being the spoiler? Do you like being the spoiler? Do you not want to be the spoiler? Where should I put this mic? Seattle coming in now, they beat the Ravens, they win their last few games, and they're, maybe a real contender, not a pretender, and they get that mid-season sort of beginning of the season hump out of their way, and they get momentum going in to the postseason. Is that an attractive thing to you as a Ravens fan? Is it an attractive thing to the team? The team's never going to give up, we know that. I'm talking about higher level thought from either the front office or the fan base. Do you get something out of being the spoiler, having Seattle come into your home and disrupting their momentum? There's something there. There's also something in general about protecting your own house. So, what I want to see from fan interaction today, and this is going to be a very short video, I want to see it on Facebook, on Twitter, in the YouTube comments, when you retweet, when you share, when you push this out, when you subscribe to the YouTube page. Is there something that you get from being a spoiler as a fan? Do you get your Jones from being the spoiler? Right now, that's where the Ravens are. They can be the spoiler for Seattle. They can probably be a spoiler in Kansas City. They can be the spoiler for Pittsburgh, and they can certainly disrupt Cincinnati last game of the season in Cincy as they go into their playoff push. Cincy's going to win the division. We know that. The idea of football spoiler, and the Ravens are in that position now, and it's an odd question because they really haven't been for so many years in a position to be spoiler. Is that loser mentality, or is that protecting your home and fighting to the end, and who cares what the record is? I want your thoughts. Thank you, as always, to our sponsor, Carbiz. Check them out online, carbiz.com, all their social platforms, Twitter and Instagram. It's at Carbiz, C-A-R-B-I-Z. I'm always here on PressBoxOnline.com and on Twitter at GUnitRadio. Again, share on Facebook, retweet on Twitter, post the link off of YouTube, subscribe and comment. This is the show, and we're trying to push it big time. Again, thank you to Carbiz and thank you to PressBoxOnline.com. Till next time, I'm Glenn Younes. I'll talk to you.